We're here with Derek Pollacchi, the new announcer for KVLF, and he's the Cowboy announcer, which we are proud to sponsor, the Cowboy Radio, here at Big Bend Courier. Derek, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Welcome to Alpine.
Thank you.
Now, you studied sports journalism at SUNY Plattsburgh. What does a broadcast journalism degree open as far as...
Well, a lot of things. You can work in radio, you can work, well, which I'm doing now. You can work in television. A buddy of mine just got a gig in Montana. He graduated with me, working for an ABC Fox affiliate there as a journalist, a field reporter, I guess. You know, it opens the doors to a lot of things. You can work in marketing, you can work in advertising, depending on, because you take classes, specific classes for that. And they really like to see that kind of broadcast journalism degree, so maybe a different opinion or a different aspect than, say, an advertising or a marketing major. But normally a lot of the people, they'll become production assistants, you know, they can become producers. I got a buddy that's working out in Los Angeles on television shows now, and he graduated with the TV video portion, because there's two different sides, the broadcast journalism and a TV production. I was the broadcast side, more on air. I hosted television shows and radio shows, and you know. But no, it opens the doors to a lot of things, whether it's television, radio. I mean, even written journalism you can get into with a degree like that.
So, how did you get involved here at KVLF?
Well, I was winding down at Plattsburgh, and I was weighing my options there, and I had one opportunity to go work at some production house near my home in New York. And my brother, who plays for the team there, said, hey, our team's looking for a play-by-play for the radio, which, that sounded like the greatest thing in the world, because it's always been my dream to call baseball games. Baseball's my favorite sport. So when he said that was a possibility, you know, I was chomping at the bit. What can I do? What can I figure out? And they got me in contact with Ray Hendricks from KVLF and Ryan Stevens, the coach of the Cowboys here. And, you know, we got to talking before I graduated, and then I graduated, called, and figured stuff out from there, and I'm here, so I thank my brother for that most of all, figuring that out for me.
Well, we're glad to have you, and it's nice to have every Cowboy game covered. That's a really
the way it has to be.
Very, very cool thing for here at hometown fans. How much prep time does it take to do a broadcast for the Cowboys? Well,
it depends basically on the internet, how much internet you have. Like here, it's a little less than a road game. Like when I was in Santa Fe, I had to prep way beforehand because they didn't have an internet access there. So you've got the night before, whatever, if you have internet, depending on where you work, log the stats, get them on your computer, you know, take screenshots if you can, find them on your phone, send them over, you know, with data and whatnot. So that it can be a day before. Here, you know, I'm here about probably an hour before the game. You get the lineups, you figure out who's starting, plug them in. You know, right on the laptop here is where I keep most of the stats. Just go to Point Streak and find the starting pitcher and all the pitchers, all the hitters. So when Tyler Hexay comes up to bat, you can find his stat line for the year and say that. There's no set script that I do. Like, I don't write down what I'm going to talk about beforehand. I kind of go with the same thing, start off with the standings, where everyone's at, how the teams have been doing beforehand, and then just go right into the lineups. So, like I said, away prep can be the day before, but still not strenuous. Like, you pretty much know what you want. Here, just an hour before, just to get everything ready to go. That being said, depending on if it's a bigger game, like when Roswell comes in, you're a little more focused, because that's a huge series and a rivalry, and you know, more people are listening. Not to take away the fact that other teams, when they come in, I'm still working hard to make sure I have everything. But that's basically what happens with prep time.